Okay, guys, 8 o'clock, time for us to get started. So, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the call. My name is Roger Garth. It's my pleasure to be your host to the call right now. I'm actually going to be doing the presentation. We're going to have a guest speaker who's going to be joining us in just a couple of minutes. We've actually got people dialing in literally from around the world right now. And it's a crazy time right now. The world is doing all sorts of weird and wonderful things. At a time like this, more and more people are stuck at home. They're confined to their home, quite literally, all around the world. And they're looking for ways to do something with that time, partly to occupy themselves, partly literally to stop themselves from going crazy. But some people are also looking to see what they can learn out of this, how they can actually grow and become something different, and maybe give themselves a different degree of security when this is all over, because by the time the global pandemic comes to an end, there's almost guarantee of some sort of recession following it, and people need to be prepared for it. Right now, unlike any other time in history, they've actually got an opportunity to prepare for that pandemic, and we're going to talk about it right now. And I'm actually going to introduce you to a guy who I met about 6 months ago. He's been with this company now for almost 5 years. He has the position of chairman 50 within the organization, soon to become chairman 100. And I'm going to let him explain exactly what that means and what it can mean to you, and potential for you, to actually move yourself on and grow from that. So I'm going to pass you over to a good friend of mine. His name is Brandon Boyd. Brandon, over to you, my friend.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Roger. First of all, I want to make sure that you can hear me on your end.
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. And guys, at any time as we go through this, if you can't actually see my screen, just go. In fact, Roger, you can just say something to me that we can't see it. But yeah, like Roger said, look, a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. However, one of the positive things that's been going on is the amount of growth that we've had in our company, teaching people how to trade in the largest financial markets in the world. I got some numbers yesterday. Over 30,000 new customers have actually enrolled with us. We've created over 30 new chairmen over just over the last month. You'll get to see what I'm talking about with that. We are growing, we're exploding. And so this is actually a great time to actually be involved. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a share screen with you guys. And like I said, Roger, for whatever reason you can't see it, just unmute yourself. But I want to start off just by asking you guys a few questions. And I'm actually going to show you some details today so that you can actually see what it is that we do and how we do it and how you guys could take advantage of it. But what if you could take advantage of the largest financial market in the world? Well, the good news is that you can. We actually trade in what's called the foreign exchange, which is long for Forex, F-O-R-E-X, which does, according to a recent statistic from Bloomberg, over $6 trillion per day. Think about that, $6 trillion. That is longer than your phone number with the area code included. So it's pretty crazy. And so if that's the case, what does that mean to you? And how can you capitalize on that for you to your benefit? So essentially, how can you actually get your piece of the pie of that $6 trillion? Because that's what I thought when I first heard about that. Well, first, you've got to understand how currency trading works. And I'm going to break this down and make it real simple for you guys, because I know some of you are seeing this for the very first time. Let's say I left the US, I went to Germany. In order to actually make purchases when I'm in Germany, I have to exchange the US dollar for the euros, because that's what they actually use there. Now, let's say I left Germany and I went to Mexico. I then have to exchange my euros for what? The peso. So this, in its simplest form, is how foreign currency works. The value of the currency of each country changes all day long, 24 hours a day. So think about it with this whole virus situation, okay? The value of these currencies is fluctuating every second of the day. And so this means that you could exchange, or in fact, this means that the money that you guys exchange could actually be valued higher by the time you exchange it back for your original US dollars. But here's the problem. Most people don't have the time or the money to travel around the world exchanging money. So we've made it pretty simple, where you can actually trade currencies right from your phone or computer, and through following some strategies that we have put together, You have the opportunity to make money all day, as much as you want. Now, some people out there, they might say, well, this sounds too good to be true. I'm going to show you how it works, because what I believe is that men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I'm going to do share screen again, and let me know if you guys can see it. Put a yes in the chat when you can. Okay. So we're inside of IM.Center. This is our academy. And so, for example, if I want to get the education on how to actually trade in these markets, I can actually go right here. I can get Forex training. I can get HFX, which is high frequency trading. I can get DCX, which is digital currency, namely Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and so forth. We have these different kind of trainings. So I can actually go to this module here, and let's say I wanted to learn it in English. I just click on that, and I can actually go through the series that they have of training, teaching you what is a pip, what is a pair, what is a lot size, and those kinds of things that you guys would learn on how to be successful. Then once you actually get that knowledge, you actually can get on our Go Live sessions. I'm logged into our Go Live. And let me show you how cool this is. You see here twice because she actually teaches on multiple sessions with 2 different services that we have. In fact, we have 150 educators. So you can actually pick a channel. Let's say that I wanted to learn about HFX, which is high frequency trading. Okay. I can actually go in, click on this. It's going to bring up who the educators are of that particular product or service. So you got these 3 guys on the left. Here's their schedule that you can see right here. And all you have to do is just plug into the schedule. Let's say I wanted to go with Matthew Thayer. He's going to train today. So I can go right here and I can actually get inside a live session. And here's a cool thing. You can actually plug in and take the exact trades that they themselves are taking. Look at this. So he would be looking at this here. And when he puts in a trade, you can put in a trade. So in the very beginning, you're really not going to know what to actually do, because maybe you've never actually traded currency before. That's not a problem, because we've actually created copy and paste apps. Let me give you an example of one. So right here, let's go ahead and pull up the London Payout. So we have a product called the Web Analyzer. It's actually Vibrata, formerly the Web Analyzer. And so we have a couple of educators who are actually on this product. And what they do is they look at these charts here and they make an analysis. With that analysis, they actually send out what's called a trade idea that you're going to see here on the left. I'm going to highlight this new trade idea. So for example, this morning, Dr. Kathy, she's one of our educators. She said that this was a trade on the CADJPY, which stands for Canadian dollar in Japanese yen. Okay, she said it was a market execution, which means instantly get into the trade. So you get this trade idea, just go ahead and put it in. She gave a take profit. So you have your exit point. This is basically where I'm going to secure the bag, right? She has the stop loss, which is, this is when I want to get out. So let's say that they set up a trade opportunity, but you did not know what direction that trade was going to go, or say that it actually was wrong. Let's say they called a buy and it really ended up being a sell. Well, instead of you having to be at work or asleep, wondering and worried, filled with anxiety as to if your trade is going to go in the wrong direction, the broker, through what you actually set, will actually take you out of the trade. Okay. So look at this to the right. And the reason why I'm explaining this to you guys is it's important for you to understand. We're looking at the Euro USD right here, the Euro dollar, United States dollar. Now, looking at this, you can see it's going up and down. I mean, that's pretty much the market. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. Now, if you look here all the way to the right, how many of you can guess where that this particular pair, the Euro versus the USD, is going to go? Is it going to continue to go up, or is it going to continue to come down? Well, for some of you looking at this, it's just a guess, right? You don't know. Well, if you don't know the strategies, and if you don't understand how to actually read a chart, then it would just be like flipping a coin. So this is why we teach you. Now, while we teach you, we give you our trades. And so we do an analysis here. And then on the left, you actually get these trade ideas. And so you copy and paste. You ask yourself, okay, well, how much time is this actually going to take me to do this? Let me resolve that concern right now. 5 to 10 minutes a day. And I guarantee some of you watching this right now, you've got all the time in the world, because there's been a lot of people who are currently out of work. All right. So you can follow. It's good to be a copycat if you're following the right cat. Like, you want to copy people that are actually successful, people who are actually making money. That's why we have all the live sessions that we have, teaching people what we do. Hey, jump on a live session, take trades with us, and then learn the skill. If you want to learn the skill, we'll actually teach you so that you now have a skill that you can take with you the rest of your life. So guys, this is super, super powerful. Let me go back to the slides here. Hopefully you guys have been able to actually see what it is that I'm going over. And okay, right here. So the copy and paste, I told you about that. That's where you earn while you learn, which means while you're learning how to actually trade, you can be earning money at the same time, because some people are like, I don't have the patience. Well, what if I could show you this week how to start making money right away, even if it's on a practice account, so that you could actually start to see some results? Well, we can actually do that. One of the cool things that we do as well is we also teach, if you have the desire, how to become an affiliate. That means that you can start the process of getting paid to simply share this with other people. Now, here's a cool thing. When I came on board with the company, the number one thing that attracted me is that I did not actually have to sell anyone anything. I don't have to tell anybody about this, and I can still make a pile of money. You can too. So this is an additional way that you can make money. You can make passive income, and it's going to give you even more money to trade with. Okay, they pay you these ongoing commissions. So this is kind of how it works. And I'm going to make this very simple for you guys to understand. If I share the IM Mastery Academy with somebody else, and they say, hey, I want to take part of that, just like going to the university, okay? The company's going to give me a commission for that. It's a one-time $25. Now, that's not a lot. You're thinking $25, waste of my time. Watch what starts to happen. If I share this with two people that desperately need some extra money, that need the education, that need the skill, that need to have their money working for them instead of them working for money, if you know what I'm saying, guys, right now, for some of you watching this, now you get a free membership. So let's go ahead and let's get out a calculator. Let me show you how powerful this is. So I'm going to pull up a calculator, and I want to show you how much money that you guys will actually save doing this. Let's do this right here. So let's say that I was paying $175 a month times 12 months. So I can save myself $2,100 a year. I now get to take that $2,100 and put it into my trading account. I guarantee you guys will be like, wow, that would actually really help my situation. That's why the Do It Free, frankly, is so powerful. Now you can save $2,100 on the year $175 a month and be able to put that money in your trading account. That's why you want to have that compound interest, that compound effect, okay? Now, on the Do It Free, let's say that we go beyond that. We share it with more than just a second person. A third person gets enrolled. Think of it this way, just so that you guys have the visual. It's like 3 people going to the university to go to college. At least in the United States, we call it college here. Other people call it the university. Let's say that I got a third person to enroll in that academy. The company will actually now start paying me a residual commission of $150 a month. So it's not a one-time bonus. You're actually paid $150 a month for those 3 customers being enrolled. Okay, now here's what naturally starts to happen. The reason why I say naturally is because most people like to talk, especially on social media. When people see the value and they make money trading, they will start to share the program with other people, especially on social media. So those 3 shared it with 3, you now have 12 customers. That doesn't mean you got 12. It means your organization grew to 12. Now you're making $600 a month. residual. Okay. Now, right now, with where we're at in the world, how many of you could use an extra $600 a month right now? I mean, you're talking about car payments, credit card payments, money for groceries, money for emergencies, house payments, rent, etc. Put 600 inside the chat if you could use an extra $600 a month. Now, here's the thing. Those 12, they start to share with a few. You now make $1,000 a month. Okay? You cannot not talk about this to other people when you're making money because you just get excited about it. But here's the cool thing. You don't need to sell people stuff that they don't need. You don't need to sell them lotion, potion, powder pill, and bug juice, a bunch of overpriced crap that they could actually get at the store for 80% of the price. We are actually sharing with you information that makes them money without recruiting. That's why I've been here for 4.5 years. This is where it starts to get crazy. I was just on the phone with one of our Chairman 500. I will not give his name because you'll look him up. It's Jason Brown. I was on the phone with him. He's a Chairman 500. He's one of our Chairman 500s. He's making over $600,000 a month. He's only 30 years old. Okay? In fact, if you guys want proof, let me just show you the proof. Let me do a stop share because I like to show the evidence. Otherwise, you're like, is this guy even telling the truth? Let me show this to you. I'm going to show you the amount of people who are making money. So let's go ahead and, because what I do is I actually put, this is just, guys, this is literally from like the last, like 2 weeks. Okay. Chairman 25, Chairman 25, Chairman 10, Chairman 10, Chairman 10, Chairman 10, Chairman 25, 20 years old, Chairman 10, Chairman 10, Chairman 100, Chairman 50, good friend of mine, Chairman 25, Chairman 25, Chairman 10, Chairman 25, Chairman 25, Chairman 25. You guys, okay, this is making me angry. I'm sick and tired of seeing all these people making money while too many people are sitting on the sidelines. It's literally right in front of you guys. I'm going to show this to you. You have the opportunity to take trades with us and make money. And if you decide you want to share with people, which you don't have to, then you'll make even more money. The company pays you for those subscribers. What are they subscribing to? Because it's not a sign-up game. What are they actually subscribing to? You can't pay for people to sign up. That's illegal. They actually have to be buying a product or a service. They're subscribing to our education. They want our academy. Why do they want our academy? Because our academy is going to teach them how to make money so they don't need to rely on money from other people. And now for some of you, you're like, yep, that has definitely been true the last several weeks, right? Now look at this. Biggest question we get, how can you start? What does it cost? Well, you can get started for $235. The monthly is $174.95. It's month to month. There is no contract. So we give multiple options to start. I tell people that they should start at least with the Forex education package at the top, or HFX if they want to do binary options and stuff like that. There's different ways that they can add on services and those kinds of things. You don't need necessarily everything up front, but you do need to get your feet wet. Here's one of the things I tell people. You do not need to worry. First of all, if you're worried about $235, what that tells me is that what you've been doing for the last little while is not working. And you are completely reliant on active income, which if you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, big, huge mistake. What you need right now in your life, for many of you, is residual, ongoing, secured, passive income that continues to come in regardless. You get a 7-day money back guarantee. So if you say, you know what, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if this is something that I want to do or that I even can do. You can actually contact the company and you can get all your money back. But I'm going to tell you, it will actually cost you money to quit because of the amount of money that you can actually make as a part of this program. Now, here's what I tell people. You are not investing in the company. We actually don't take investments. That is illegal. You are investing into yourself. You are investing into your future. If you don't have money working for you and you're only working for money, you are in trouble. If you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you will probably work until the day that you die. I've got 3 simple rules. Make money, use the money to make more money, then repeat the process. Remember, the people that are well off, they don't work for money. Money works for them. Guys, I think you can put yourself in a position now where you say, you know what? I think what this guy is saying that I've never met is right. Some of you are experiencing exactly some of the stuff that I'm talking about. You log into your bank account, it looks like this. You put your fingers over your eyes. You don't want to see the balance. You barely move your fingers like this with one eyeball. And you're like, is it in the negative? Is the check actually going to clear? Oh, yes, I can last another day. That is no freaking way to live, right? I mean, that's like holy heart attack, a stroke waiting to happen, right? You should have money working for you instead of you being a slave to money, right? And we've got the platform and the mentorship to help you guys have success in this. So with that, Roger, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to you for any questions. Guys, we do this all the time. In fact, I do these webinars 2 times a day. And so I want to make sure you guys get plugged in. But Roger, thanks for having me on. And if there's any ongoing questions you guys have, I will stay on to make sure that those get answered.
Okay, guys, so if you do have any questions, put them in the chat box and we'll happily answer them. Brandon, I'd just like to ask you one question on behalf of new people who are looking at this for the first time. Said right at the beginning, it's a crazy, crazy time right now. How can we actually make this work at a time like this?
Well, Fortune magazine said our industry is recession proof. So really what you need is desire. So the first thing you need is a desire. Okay, I'm willing to actually, I've got something internally that says I need to change. And the second thing you really need is just the knowledge. You need the education. You need to learn from people that are having success. We have thousands upon thousands of people who are being successful with this. We've created a community. So right now, where a lot of people are in a position where they're kind of locked up in their house, you can do all of this stuff online. You don't even need to go anywhere. In fact, last week, I got the total numbers. We had 48,000 people on our webinars, guys. 48,000 people attended our webinars just last week. Over 34,000 people joined the company since March 1st. Okay. And so what that says is you don't even have to go anywhere. If you have a cell phone or you have a computer, you can actually be successful doing this because we do all this stuff online. So if you've got the desire, you've got a little bit of money, we can actually teach you guys how to be successful doing this.
Fantastic, Brandon. Okay, guys, normally I have a few questions to ask Brandon, but to be honest with you, I think this presentation, he's pretty much nailed it. He's covered everything that you need to know. So right now, in the craziest time the world has ever seen, if you want to do something to take control of your life, if you want to make sure that you're secure for the future, because the bad stuff that's happening right now will come to an end. And when it comes to an end, you've got to be in a position to say that you benefited from it. You didn't just sit there watching daytime TV. Make the most of it right now. Get back to the person who invited you onto this call and ask them how they get started. And we can start showing you from tomorrow morning, and we can show you how to start making money immediately with this business. Now, tomorrow evening, we actually have at the same time tomorrow, so it's right now, it's almost 8:30 UK time. Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. UK time, we have a call with another friend of ours, also from the States, Joe Gomez. Joe's going to teach us exactly how you do this business and how to spread the word and how to turn this into a business that's paying the kind of money that that Brandon was talking about a second ago, because when Brandon was talking about Chairman 10, Chairman 25, Chairman 50, wherever you see the prefix Chairman, replace that 10 and put the word 1,000 after it, because that's what these guys are making. 10,000 a month, 25,000 a month, 50,000 a month. That's what Chairman means. And it's an opportunity that's open to every single one of you. Brandon showed a picture there of a young guy, 20 years old, been in the business since January the 1st, now making $25,000 a month. This is an enormous opportunity. All you need to do right now is take some action and do something about it. We'll see you as soon as you get started, and we'll see you again on the training tomorrow night. My name is Roger Garth. Thanks for calling. Bye, everybody.